Set yourself free. So, what do you need to set yourself free of? Set yourself free of, because anytime you are in a comfort zone, that means you need to set yourself free. And there's so many things that are within your mind, your body, your spirit, even your soul is deep down that need to be detoxed, let go, because a lot of times we end up neglecting ourselves. And this is what self care is all about. Self care is about setting yourself free so that you can be in alignment with your divine assignment. Because when you do not set yourself free, then you get stuck and things keep coming up. And sometimes people may ask or think when it comes to self care, it's the luxury of self care. And it is, because those things are important, to be able to get a massage, to be able to go to the spa, to eat chocolate, to be able to relax. You need those things. But self care is also setting yourself free of guilt, setting yourself free of shame, setting yourself free so you can be more open to doing the things, again, that are in alignment of your divine assignment. Setting yourself free could be discipline yourself. And disciplining yourself is a self care act. And sometimes you may not always be attracted of doing the things that needs to be done to set yourself free. But let me tell you, not only as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, or a leader, in that, if self development, if personal development is not a part, not just your repertoire, if it's not a part of who you are, where you're seeking, and it's not just seeking, it's when you get the knowledge and to be able to practice and sit with it. Because even for me, I am the queen of self care. I'm always seeking, I'm always learning. And some things are a part of me, but then there's so many things that even I still need to put into practice to execute. And the key is, because again, you may be, especially as an entrepreneur and especially as a new entrepreneur, and even if you're an established entrepreneur, in that you're going to masterminds, to expand your business, to start your business, and all of those things are great. But the key is for you to master your mind. So, how much are you doing self reflection, sitting in silence, deep rest so your body can rejuvenate itself, and taking massive action in whatever movement you need to make so that you can be in alignment with your divine assignment? Because if you are not taking care of yourself, doing the things that need to be done so you can connect with yourself down the line, somewhere in the future. It can be tomorrow, it can be 5 days, it can be 5 months, it can be 5 years, it can be 25 years. And you're thinking that you're doing okay, but you have not expanded yourself. And so you say, you have no time to meditate. You have no time to exercise. You have no time to take care of yourself. Really? Are you kidding me? You are the greatest creation who was ever made. Why would you not have time for yourself to be inquisitive about you? to pretty much expand yourself beyond just, as they say, be the best. But in order to be the best is to invest, is to do the hard stuff, is to challenge yourself. And don't think because you have come out of an experience, it's like you're over it. Use it. I know sometimes you may not want to visit it, but use it to your advantage. But in order for you to do that, is for you to do the work. And so for you to say, oh, I don't need this. I was that myself. Like I said, I've always had some form of self care. But there have been times I neglected myself. But I didn't go deep enough. And I lost myself. And when things were very stressful, life has a way of forcing you, pulling you, so that you could be grounded and centered within yourself. So if you think that self care is not going to allow you to be successful, it's twofold. So you could be successful within yourself and within your business. Because personal development, self-development is where it's at. Are you neglecting yourself? Is that what you're telling? Because by your actions, the things that you are saying to yourself, that's what you're telling the universe. That's what you're telling the divine, that you do not matter. That's the message that you are saying. I don't need this. Self-care. What is this? I'm not attracted to it. Okay, then you would not be attracted. It will come back and haunt you. And again, we know things can happen. We know things can happen. But one thing that I can say, do you want to be healthy in your mind, in your body, in your spirit for most of all your life? Or do you want the opposite? We've seen it. You do not want that for your family. And you don't want that for yourself. Most of us have bear the burden. And again, it's not intentional because when it comes to our family, most of it was done so that we can have a better life. Our parents made sacrifices. For each generation, it's going to be that. It's going to always be something. But we are at a very, 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 I'm going to say, interesting point in life. Because again, we're talking about breaking generational curses and creating generational wealth to close that economic gap. It starts with you investing in yourself. Investing in yourself. Do you lack self confidence? The things that you do to gain self confidence, that is self care. Do you have guilt or shame over something? The things that you do in order to overcome that, that is self care. For those of you who do not, want to come on camera and who worry about how you look or what somebody else is saying, the things that you do, it's not just a matter of just coming on camera, but what's going on inside of you. Because there's still things that I'm still battling. Not exactly coming on camera. So, in order to set yourself free, you're the only one. Nobody, no community, they help though. But it's you. It's you doing the internal work. And one thing that I will say, even if you have a personal practice, it's like, oh, Sharon, I already have a practice. I meditate, I pray, and I do all of these things. But the only thing I can say is we need others to help us with us. So self-care is going into different communities. So the main purpose of it is not just so that, someone can motivate you or inspire you. It's so that something, it's almost like being in church. The preacher end up preaching about something you like. Has he been in my journal? Has he or she been in my mind? How do they know that about me? And I know that I've been a part of some circles and some training, and I'm like, I don't know this lady from anywhere. How is she telling me about my life? And when I say that, it can be where you realize the most wonderful things about yourself, about your gifts, about your talent, even a passion. It may give you confirmation and validation regarding that, but also parts of yourself that needs nurturing. So how are you continuing to improve in yourself? What are you doing? This is what self-care is all about. When we say self-care needs to be radical, it needs to be radical because you taking upon yourself to know when you need to rest, to know when you need to restore, to know when you need to be disruptive, when you need to work hard, when you may need to, you know, stay up all night to complete something, where you may have to be away from your family for a period of time. Find a way, because I'm telling you, if you do not take the time to be with yourself, for yourself, and through yourself, it implodes and explodes. I've seen it. I've experienced it myself. So this is why I am so passionate about self-care, especially being in business-minded individuals. And a lot of you are doing well. Continue. And so with self-care, this is where I help entrepreneurs and business owners and leaders who struggle with prioritizing self-care, or who want to integrate self-care into their lives. Or for those, you already have a practice, you're already good at it, but you want some accountability. Self-care is whole. And the reason that I'm looking at it from a holistic point of view, you get to decide what you want to focus on. What I am doing is helping you to integrate it. And so you can look at the whole picture of what you need and where you are. So you can say it's pretty much self awareness and then action of movement. One of the pillars of self care, the 4 pillars of self care. Then you use the 555 wellness boosters to help you stay focused and continue to build yourself. Because what I have seen is that when you at least don't have a framework of you, then you get so focused on this thing over there. They say you get so focused on letting go, but then you're not focused on pouring into yourself. Because when people are talking about, oh, I need a detox, I need a detox. But what are you adding? Because if you're not adding, then you would be empty. And then your cup will not run over because there's nothing there. Because you just subtracted, you deducted. Again, it's the compound interest. Compound interest can go in so many different ways. So, what is your daily practice? And not just a daily practice. What do you do throughout the day so you can stay grounded, and stay centered? Because even I have to catch myself of being judgmental, taking something personal. Where did that come from? What am I dealing with? Is it really true? And even if it is, what am I going to do about it? That is what self-care is. Self-care is, what are the things that you are doing to build your business, to maintain your business, and to allow it to expand so you can serve others. And so that, like, I'm working on money mindset. I realized, ooh, I have some money blocks. That is self-care. It's being able to recognize yourself. So to be champions of self-care, self-carepreneur, is you recognizing what the things that you need and not allowing things to stop you. To develop a plan so that you can do that. And if you're not stopping by and looking at things and being curious, I said they go hand in hand. Like self-care and finances go hand in hand. We say health is wealth. It is what's on the inside and the resources of what money can do for you to fund your passion, to fund you to your divine destination. And again, the destination is a journey. So you need money for that. So you could be healthy, to truly be healthy. So you can eat healthy food, so you can go to retreats and not have to depend. And when I say that, they don't go together. They're separate sentences. But not have to depend on the system. Let's just say the system for anything. That is what you're creating. So what are the things that you are doing so you can be great? Not just feel great, but to be able to really work through the hard stuff, to challenge yourself. Because here, with self-care, is choosing challenges over comfort. And so, when it comes to self-care, what are you doing to set yourself free so that you can cultivate and create a legacy for your family?